Hi, I'm Jesslyn and welcome to the McKinney Makeover. Today I'm going to be sharing some tips about kind of just my lifestyle, how I manage my time, being a full-time college student, having a part-time job, and balancing my relationship between my family and my friends. I'm also going to share some tips that I use for stress management. So I'm going to start off. My first tip is to get a planner. This one right here is my planner from last semester. Go through in here, and that's just all the months and everything. And then this is what just a week looks like. I'm going to show you what my week looked like back in September when I first started college as a sophomore. I color code each class for each week. So those are color coded and everything. I write down the times and where they're at and everything like that, and just some extra stuff. I like to have a planner just because I am so busy. I have work and I have school, I have homework, so that just really keeps me on track to know what I'm doing each day, what I'm doing the next day. Another tip I have is know what you're doing like in the future. So when I sit down each Sunday and write down my schedule for 2 weeks ahead of time. So I know what I'm doing this week and what I have next week that I need to do, so I can start thinking about what I'm going to be doing. Another tip I kind of already mentioned is to dedicate a day to plan. Like I said, my day is Sunday, so I write in my journal on Sundays. Any work that I need to catch up on, I do Sundays. Do laundry Sundays, just relax on Sundays, kind of clean up my room and get ready for the week. Another thing, get ahead on your work, whether it's work for your job, work for school, housework, anything like that. For me, it's mostly schoolwork, so instead of doing things at the last minute, which I'm a procrastinator, I am not good at getting ahead on work, but that's something I try to aim for and get better at. That's why the planner is so good for you, I guess. It's so you can look ahead and see what you need to do, so you get ahead on work, so you're not constantly behind and constantly struggling. I know for me, when I get my work done, it just feels like a weight lifted off of my shoulders and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Another tip I have is to have like a day of the week that just is plotted out. You don't have anything to do. My day is Friday. I don't have class on Friday. If I want to work on Fridays, I will. But I just like to have that day of the week in case something comes up. If I need to go to the doctor's, if I need to go get some testing done, if something happens and my grandparents need help, I can take them on a Friday. I always have that day set out, especially with my health condition. I never know when something's going to happen, so it's just nice to know that I have a day set aside, so if I start having pain on Wednesday, I know, okay, Friday is my day to go, it'll be okay. So I'm not constantly looking for a time to do something. Another thing that's good for me as a college student is my job. I am PRN, which means like kind of part-time, but it's as needed. So I can pick my schedule. This week and next week, I'm not working because I have midterms that I need to study for, so I haven't scheduled. But in 2 or 3 weeks, I just text my boss and say, hey, can I work, for example, Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 12, because I have class later in the day. So I just get to pick what time I want to work and what days I want to work. And that's perfect for me because I never know when I'm going to have a test. Well, I do know, but it's just nice to have some flexibility there. Yeah, so those are some of my how to manage your time tips. Get a planner, dedicate a full day to plan, get ahead on your work so you know what's coming, have a day or a time slot so you can go to your appointments or have a relaxed day, whatever you want to do. And for me as a college student, I have a PRN job. Now I'm going to talk about some of my stress relievers. My favorite one of all time is taking naps. I feel like for me, I'm always finding time to take a nap because I stay up all night. I'm a night owl, which is not good because I have class in the morning every single day except for Fridays. But in between classes, like if I have a 2-hour break, I'll take a nap for a half hour so I can re-energize, refuel my brain. Sometimes on my Fridays that I have off, I like to take naps, or before I'm going to do some homework, I take a nap. That's just my favorite stress reliever to do. Another stress reliever I like to do is paint. I don't have any paintings on me right now, but it's really simple. I mean, it's cheap. You can go to Walmart and get a 5-pack of canvases for $2.
There's one hanging on the wall right there.
Yeah, there's one over here hanging on the wall. You can get a 5-pack of canvases for like $2 and get a couple paints you like, and it doesn't have to be anything. It doesn't even have to be a picture. Just put some paint on there and take a brush and run it across and see what you come up with. Another thing I like to do is knit blankets. This is my blanket right here that I knitted a couple months ago. It's huge. It's a queen size, but it's really simple. This was kind of pricey just because it is a queen size. But I was bored one day, went to Hobby Lobby, and I got some fabrics. Or I guess it's not fabric, it's just chunky yarn. But I went to Hobby Lobby, got some of that yarn, and watched a quick YouTube video on how to make this blanket, and 2 days later it was done. I had a queen size knit blanket that I did by myself, which that was really relaxing. I enjoy doing that. I'm actually making a blanket for my cousin right now, waiting for some more yarn to come in for a friend. Yeah, so that's really stress relieving. I really just like to do any crafts, paint, draw, color. I love adult coloring books. I'm a nursing student, so I got an adult anatomy coloring book so I can color lungs and brains and hearts and everything. That's just really fun to me. One final stress reliever I have is relaxing with a warm blanket and some coffee. That's just, I don't know, it's kind of like napping, but it's not napping. I like to watch movies even though I fall asleep almost every time. But just sitting down in a warm blanket and having some coffee, there's just something about that. So I think that's all. If you guys have any questions for me, go ahead and comment. And if you like this video, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. And that's all. Thank you.